Tom Kundig, one of our time's famed architects, says, "People who build their own home tend to be very courageous. These people are curious about life. They are thinking about what it means to live in a house." This rings true for this house more than any other that we've ever built.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to boitumelomokonyanestudio. Today I am thrilled to take you on an exclusive tour of the latest project by Mokonyane Property Group. A space filled with untapped potential and endless possibilities. Let's dive into the story of this newly built home together.
The shape of this home is largely influenced by the shape of the side. We have a long rectangular side with a narrow front and extended sides. The result is a house that's very deceiving in size. From the front, it looks like your mid-level modern home, but peek around the sides and a mammoth of a structure starts revealing itself. This home is very monolithic and present in appearance, yet it walks a tight line between being brute and being elegant. The boxy corners and the lines with the staggered boxes pulling in and out of the main form is balanced by the delicate glass balustrading and windows, creating a sophisticated overall appearance that I think will age quite well. We went for a grey color scheme to really modernize the home. We also thought it would provide a great opportunity to play with the tinted grey windows and charcoal aluminium, along with the glass garage doors teasing the interior of the home.
We enter this beautiful home through this large aluminium pivot door. We have this large storefront that lets in a lot of light into the space. We are then met by this majestic spiral staircase made from concrete that has this frameless glass balustrading going all the way around it. We have this beautiful large chandelier that illuminates this beautiful space. As we move to this side of the room, we have a powder room right off of the foyer. In this powder room, we have a staggered vanity, which also has a floating sink from Pretoria and Albert. We also have textured tiles on the walls of the powder room that have a geometric pattern that also ties in with the theme of the house. We also have a very unique light in this powder room, black and gold with sharp lines. From here, we go back into the foyer. And on one side of the house, we have a double car garage. And on the other side of the house, we also have a double car garage. But this double car garage has a storeroom that houses the brain of the house, the home automation system.
The home automation of this home wasn't part of the original plan. The clients approached us midway through the house and said they wanted to integrate it into the home. This home has 8-inch CS18 clipped ceiling speakers in the family room, Pajama lounge and master bedroom. We also have Aragnis access points for Wi-Fi coverage throughout the home. The brain of the home is a 24U cabinet, spec'd out to run all the home automation features.
Because of the narrow shape of the site, it means that we have a long hallway going along the spine of this house. And the first face off of that hallway is this beautiful private lounge. We have this box head ceiling that also houses our built-in speakers. We also have a large window bringing in lots of light into the space, which looks out into the courtyard. We also have a unique geometric light that, as I mentioned, ties in into the theme of the house. We are once again in the hallway and are led by these beautiful black lights that lead us all the way from the foyer. The next room off of the hallway is this beautiful dining area. We once again have these box head ceilings and a large beautiful window looking into the courtyard and bringing in a lot of light into the space. We have these angular square lights that illuminate this beautiful space. And next, we have the heart of the home, where we have a two-tone kitchen in colors latte and stone gray. On our left, the first thing we see is our pantry. We then have our SMEG microwave and oven. Our client opted for a full suite SMEG kitchen. And from there, we have our black prep bowl. We then have beautifully texturized wall tiles, some floating shelves, and a SMEG dishwasher and fridge to my right. We're then met by this massive island that has a futuristic extractor fan, beautiful waterfall countertops. We have this electric hob, also from SMEG, made from glass and grey cabinets. All our cabinets have silver and black accents. Off of our kitchen, we have the Scullery, which has dark wall tiles, same cabinetry as the kitchen, a black sink, a washing machine, as well as exquisite pendant lights.
So putting together this kitchen was quite the challenge. We wanted to avoid the typical flashy or white kitchen because much like this home, we wanted to be, elegant but understated. We tried to bring in an earthiness with the moody color scheme, but still kept it lively with the cream backsplash and white stone countertop. To tie in with the rest of the home, we used black and silver appliances, keeping it contemporary as well. A standout feature for me in this kitchen might not be the most obvious to the eye, but it has to be the backsplash. It's a very creamy, earthy tile that really gives a pop to the kitchen. I particularly like the texture of it with the wavy waveform really, I think, softening up the space and all the sharp lines of the kitchen.
As we leave our kitchen, we are now in the main living room, which has these beautiful blown glass light fixtures, as well as built-in speakers. Right off of the living room, we have our kiddies' playroom, and the option to close it off should you want to get away from the noise. Coming off of our living room, we have our bar area, which has these black pendant lights, that huge floating shelf, and white countertops with a waterfall finish. We also have grey cabinetry, as we do in the kitchen, and also a black prep bowl in the corner. We're now in the outdoor patio. There is a folding sliding door right off of the living room that, when folded, creates this exquisite indoor-outdoor living area. We also then have cabinetry that matches the cabinetry in the bar, white countertops, and the braai area right off of the living room as well. We're now in our backyard, where we have this beautiful big pool, crystal clear, that has a water feature that is made from stone cladding. We also have grey pool pavers, and right off of the pool, we have this large bomber area that has lots of seating and grey flooring. And right in front of me, we have our detached gym. As we enter our gym area, we have a large space that has enough space to put in all your gym equipment. We have vinyl flooring and built-in speakers. And now, let's jump back to the front of the house.
This entry foyer is really a grand display of opulence. It's a chance for the home to really introduce itself, giving an idea of what to expect moving forward. The sleek, timeless nature of the home can be seen by this grand chandelier towering above your head, wrapped by this frameless glass balustrades. We went with the circular chandelier to follow the form of the curved staircase as you move up and down the space. The glass balustrades also create a space free from obstructions, allowing you to graze through the windows with the pond and landscape views in front of you.
We are now back in the front of the house and coming up this gorgeous spiral staircase, we land on our Pajama lounge. Behind me, we have a view of this enchanting chandelier. In front of me, we then have this circular light, a wet bar, and built-in speakers. The first room off of our Pajama lounge is our study, where we have dark wooden flooring, built-in cabinetry, and open shelves. Here, we have our first kids' bedroom. In this bedroom, we have dark wooden flooring, as well as a walk-through closet and an ensuite bathroom. Continuing with the feel of the house, we have black faucets, a staggered vanity, and a floating sink. We also have this black framed shower as well as a shower rose. As we come off of the Pajama lounge, we have cabinetry on our right, which serves for extra storage. And behind me, we have another powder room that services this floor. This powder room looks exactly like the one downstairs. And here we have our second kids' bedroom. Like the other bedrooms, this bedroom also has dark wooden flooring and a spherical bamboo light. We also have a walk-through closet. Right off of the bedroom, we have our balcony that looks out onto the side of the yard. And this door leads us into our shared Jack and Jill bathroom. In this bathroom, like the other one, we have a black framed shower with a black rose shower head, a staggered vanity, and floating sink. And over here, we have our first freestanding bathtub, which also has a matte black freestanding tap. We're now walking into our third children's bedroom. In this bedroom, much like the other one, we have a balcony that overlooks the side of the yard. This bedroom is a mirroring image of the previous bedroom we just saw. As we exit our third kids' bedroom, we are now in the hallway upstairs, which is lit up by these gorgeous chrome lights. And to my right, we have our linen room, which has enough storage space for all the linen. Now, let us enter the fourth kids' bedroom. In this room, like the others, we have dark wooden flooring and a walk-through closet. Judging from the size of this closet, you can tell that this is definitely a girl's bedroom. We also have a large window bringing in lots of light into this room. Now we enter the ensuite bathroom. Now in this bathroom, we have a vanity and a sink similar to the ones in the other bathrooms. We have a freestanding bathtub with black legs and a chrome freestanding tap. Now back to the hallway. And in front of me, we have the main event, the main bedroom. Our main bedroom is large with box head ceilings and built-in speakers and a beautiful light fixture. We have a wall of glass opening up onto the big balcony that overlooks the backyard, which leads us to our main bathroom. Now this is a spa-like bathroom with a large shower and an enclosed water closet. We also have a freestanding bathtub with gold faucets and a luxurious feature wall. Now on the other side, we have our walk-in closet where we have dark wooden floors and a black and gold light fixture.
So when we come to the master suite, I think it's a very fitting space for the queen and the king of the home. The bedroom and the balcony are a fitting throne overlooking the backyard, as if to portray royalty looking over their empire. This is the same in the bathroom and dressing room spaces. This space is the only space that has black and gold fixtures outside of the powder rooms because we wanted to highlight that this is a reserved space for the house. The marble look, feature wall, and the freestanding bathtub was perhaps my favorite design moment.
We're now going down the second flight of stairs, overlooking the backyard. All the way down to the ground floor, and now we're in the guest bedroom. We have a large guest bedroom with a bamboo light like the ones in the kids' bedrooms and a large window bringing in light from the outside. We also have a walk-through closet and an ensuite bathroom. In this guest bathroom, we have our vanity, our black framed shower, and this beautiful marble-like grey tile. And the first space that we're going to see in the basement is the wine cellar. In our wine cellar, we have these beautiful wood look tiles and this dark cabinetry with open shelves for the clients to display their wine collections. We also have these 3 lights that bring a moody feel to the space. And back to the basement hallway. On my left, we have cabinets for extra storage. And now we are in our cinema. Now in the cinema, we have this dark, lush carpet and this 2-tier seating. We also have wiring and housing ready for the client to kit out the cinema how they'd like. And this concludes our tour of the spectacular home. Wait till you see it at night.
I always say that lighting sets us apart from other developers. We were very intentional when picking all the pieces for this home. The geometric shape of the home meant we had to take the same approach when we were dressing the ceilings. The boxy shapes of the house and the ceilings are mirrored by the lights, square and rectangular in shape or highlighted by the sharp lines. What we did, however, was go the opposite direction for social spaces. We went for circular shaped lights to really soften up the area. We want this social space to be more approachable and live better on a day-to-day basis. For building inquiries, please contact us using the information in the description below. For more information about how much it costs to build a house like this one, click there.